Alright. So I have 100%ed Highguard. I figured I would just, even though I don't think I was going to watch this video anyway, stream it just to show, like, just in case someday someone needs the footage for preservation purposes. So I have 100% of this game. I never really wanted to play it again, but here we are. Let me see, can you see my chat overlay on the stream quick? Let me just double check that. No, you can't. Good. Perfect. Alright. So, as you can see, I'm level 96. I've done pretty much everything there is to do in this game. I'm just gonna queue for 5. Actually, maybe what I'll do is, yeah, let's queue for 5v5. Which will take approximately forever because I think there's only like 200 people on, and most of them are probably achievement farmers trying to match with each other on purpose, which is what I wound up doing on Saturday. I got into a lobby where it was 2 people, both had VPNs, and they were using that to sort of exploit the matchmaking going into like low pop areas like Europe or Japan, and then using that to intentionally play only against each other. And the reason you would do that is because there's one achievement, which I can't really show because there's no achievement menu in the game, for finding the light machine gun and using it to destroy 3 upgraded walls, which is borderline impossible, and I'll show you why. So, before they added the skill tree, they had a mode called Raid Rush, which was a faster 3v3 game mode that would allow you to do that pretty easily. Raid Rush got taken out when they added in the skill tree and announced the game was closing. So let me just show the skill tree. I have it all filled out. So down here, you'll notice that there's a skill where you have a chance to discover better armor when you loot armor, right? Which basically gives you a health advantage of around 25 health against anybody who doesn't have that, right? So everybody takes this. Absolutely everybody takes this because it's the only way to really be competitive. Otherwise, everyone has more health than you do, and this game has some really messed up time to kill, so I wouldn't recommend, like, not having that. It's one of the only ways the game becomes playable. But to get this, you have to have this, which, when you reinforce walls, they now have, I believe it's like 3 or 4 times more HP than normal, which is so strong that even with the light machine gun, you can't destroy 3 of them because the light machine gun does not have enough ammo to do that. I believe even with this perk way up here, the one that gives you 50% more ammo for those, it still isn't enough. And getting it there is a pain in the ass because you have to go get it from a supply drop, which is a 50% chance of dropping, get it all the way through the shield breaker phase, get it to the base raid phase, and then shoot 3 walls without somebody killing you. And if you die at any point during that process for any reason, you drop the light machine gun. And I don't know why they did that, because it's really not that overpowered. It's not like, oh, it's going to automatically win you every fight it's in. It really doesn't. But, you know, who am I to question this game that lasted for 2 months on balance decisions? I don't know if I'm ever going to find a match. I might have to go to 3v3. Let me go to 3v3. So, a lot of the things I noticed about this game are that everything feels like this very, like, almost cynical attempt at just making as many microtransactions as possible. Like, for instance, you have mounts. The mounts exist, I think, purely just to sell skins. They could have just made the maps smaller, but they made them big because they wanted to put mounts in so they could sell mount skins. And there's a ton of these fucking things like that you can't even get because they turned off the ability to actually buy currency. So like these, can't even get them. Well, the wolf you can. I'm not sure how that when I unlocked that. Maybe I'll just throw that on because I've never seen anybody with it. But like you look and these have like half a dozen skins that are all locked behind premium battle passes that no one has because they turned the things off and were kind of exploited them anyway. I'm not sure how much 1800 whatever these are is or was. I imagine it was not. It was probably like $30 if I had to guess. I really don't know. Can you even still see how much? Yeah, no, they didn't even tell. They don't even tell you how much the shit was to get. So, yeah, a lot of this game, when I was farming it, was just waiting for matches, because matches take, even on weekends, were taking forever. And I think a lot of the people who have achievement farmed this game have already done it and gotten out, which, good for them. Let me see. I know the thing still hasn't shifted and probably never will. Um, it has like a time limited thing. You can use non-premium currency to buy shit. I did that a couple times as I was bored. But yeah, it's probably gonna take a while to find a match. If I find one at all. If I don't find one in maybe like half an hour, I'll probably just stop. Or maybe I'll do the single player just for preservation purposes. There is a very limited like single player. Oh, I found a match. Good. Good. Okay, I'm not gonna be totally bored just sitting here waiting for a match the entire time. Of course, this is assuming the match goes forward, because this game has what's known as the not enough players bug, which is an actual bug. What will happen is the matchmaking will reach 5 out of 6 like this, or 9 out of 10, and then it will fail to find that last player, either because their connection drops or the game crashes, and it'll just give you a thing saying not enough players and boot you back to the main menu. That was a distressingly common bug, but it looks like we're going to get to show off a match. So we have, what, 10 different characters? Mara's pretty good. Una's extremely overpowered. Scarlet is good if you were farming legendary kills, because her ultimate counts as a legendary weapon, which are otherwise kind of annoying to get. You have not Terry Bogard. You have this guy who's just that guy from Black Panther. The character designs in this game are not exactly inspired or good in any way. Like, they're just very generic. Especially the Fortnite dude. I just hate that guy. He's just the default Fortnite guy with blonde hair. So we've got the ice guy, who is basically just Mei from Overwatch with Winston's ultimate. So let me show you what the wall upgrade thing looks like. So if I upgrade these walls, you'll notice I upgrade them all, like all the ones in an area, and they're red. So the red walls have so much health that the light machine gun cannot break them.
Vast and grand. It's troubling to think it carries with it a dark past.
The black walls, like that one over there, those the LMG can break, but these ones it can't. I think it can break one of them and then it runs out of ammo. One or maybe like 1.5 and it runs out of ammo. So I have the Dynasty, which is the not AK-47, and the Viper, which is, I forget what SMG this is based off. It's a real SMG. It was in like Battlefield, a couple other games. It's the one that was in BattleBit Remastered and was really overpowered for a long time.
Let's move.
Forget what it was. So this is the gear phase where you basically run around and loot chests like it's Fortnite. You usually find a lot of garbage. Everything lets me see these, which are nice to have. The sniper rifle is okay. I might just grab that. It's okay. It's the only thing that makes long-range combat viable because of how much health people have. And this map, I'm not the biggest fan of this map because it's just very, like, there's lots of zip lines and lots of just downtime. So I'm going to head to one of the, like, big empty buildings on the map, like up where the shield breaker is going to spawn. You can see the mark on the mini-map there, that's where it's going to spawn. And, yeah, I've done far too much of this game, I'm not even paying attention right now. Those things are vaults. You need a perk to open those. I have it, but you don't want to do that because it, the chests in there don't respawn, so you want to wait until, like, legendary phase to grab those, so you have a better shot at getting, like, a decent legendary weapon. Let me go over here and take a look. What do we got? Viper, I will take that. That's the, like, marksman shotgun. It's a piece of garbage. No one likes it. It's very slow. It fires in... Actually, I'll pick it up just to show it off quick. So it's very slow. It fires in 2-round bursts before it has to reload. Like pump. And it's so slow. It doesn't do enough damage to kill anything at, like, the range it's intended to be used at. Another Viper, nice. The Viper is pretty much a game winner. If you can aim with the Viper, you can win. These chests, the white chests, are also from a perk. They're normally, like, grayed out unless you have the thing to see them, at which point they become like that, they become visible. They don't respawn, so typically you want to leave those alone unless you're looking for, like, the purple armor I just picked up. And armor in this game is a really stupid concept. You have, so essentially anytime you die, your armor breaks, and you need to have like multiple armors to do anything. I think we may have, given that there's nobody else here, run into. Oh no, they're there. So there's one person. Now, as you can see, you can break their orb open to stop them getting revived. That guy's dead. Yeah, it's not a great time. It's a very generic shooter. The time to kill, as you can see, is sort of really high. And it only gets worse because eventually people have like a max of 225 HP. I'm pretty close to that. I have 200 right now. And like unless you are fighting somebody who doesn't have a decent weapon or you're getting 2v1'd, you are not going to be killing anyone in a reasonable amount of time. So the crystals over there, those are like a mining thing where you can, if you have the perks for it, even if you don't, you can mine them for currency, which is just like you might be able to buy a weapon off the vendor. Okay. So you can revive people, reach in and go grab out their goatsy orb and pull them out. I almost did, but then I got killed. So yeah, the saber rifle. Saber rifle's a piece of shit. It is a 3-round burst assault rifle that does not do damage and is so bad that like, it fires so slowly that by the time you get a kill off or get enough damage into kill, the enemy will have killed you like several times over. It's no good. Alright, so now we're in overtime mode. There's no more respawning. It's basically like a playoff mode for the shield breaker. Yeah, this is the only problem is when you get 3v1 like this. And I'm getting blasted. Yep. Whatever. I mean, again, this whole game mode is kind of poorly thought out because most of the time, if you're on like a skilled team, not I think these people are probably trying to farm last minute achievements, if I had to guess. You typically are going to have a situation where everyone's hiding behind cover until the timer runs out, at which point the shield breaker automatically gets planted on whichever base is closer to it. So, yeah, we just lost. Whatever. I mean, I was supposed to focus on talking anyway, rather than actually trying to play the game. Because I don't really care about the outcome of this game anymore. I've already 100%ed it. So yeah, it's what it is. So now they sit outside the shield for like 15 seconds, just kind of staring at us until it goes down. Which
they're breaking through. Ready yourselves. Let's defend.
A lot of downtime in this game. And upgrading the walls really is kind of pointless because these bases are designed such that even if you upgrade every wall, they only need to blow like one up to get to an objective, right? Maybe two if you're being generous, but usually it's only one. So they have a limited number of respawns to kill, to either plant a bomb or blow up the crystal thing back there. My ultimate's up, which is kind of overpowered. I'll show off what that is in a minute. It's not... It's actually really disgustingly OP in raids. What it does is it summons essentially a sentry from Team Fortress 2, except the sentry is invincible, and it doesn't... It's invincible and it lasts for like 2.5 minutes. It is disgustingly overpowered. If I just revive somebody, he's now getting shot. Whoops.
Enemy soul purged. They no longer linger.
And then I have my tactical ability, which is the Q ability, which just spawns these little things.
Summoning a wisp.
And they... you can pick them back up. They fire little blobs of fire at stuff, and it does small amounts of damage. It's okay if you have like 3 of them in a really small room where the other team has to... Oh, so they're all in our base. We have 3 intruders. Don't know where they are. And so when you're farming achievements in this game, you can just have people plant and defuse the bomb forever, and it eventually
An enemy is planting a bomb.
yes, they're planting
Stop
a
them.
right now, which is just below me.
Listen up. Bomb's counting down. Stop it.
Form's mother awaits me in this talk.
Nice
I just got that
job.
person with
Seize
melee.
their bomb.
So they are. There's an achievement for getting 20 melee kills, which is
Way to
not
fight them
fun
off,
to
team.
do. I've done
Now
it.
it's
It
our
is not
turn.
fun. Mostly you have to wait for a raid, get close to somebody, just kind of hope it takes off. So now the raid is ended, and now we
One
have
extra time before the
to
next storm.
go
Ready
hunt for
yourself.
gear again. Which I feel like, honestly, if they just, like, made it, like, Counter-Strike, I guess, where you just have a buy menu and you can buy stuff off it, that would have been better, but whatever. What do I know, I guess. The Paladin. The Paladin is the worst gun in the game. It is an automatic shotgun that does so little damage that, and I know this because I was testing it on people while farming kills, it does so little damage that even if you are fighting someone
Incoming airdrop.
at point-blank range and they have no armor on, it takes roughly 3/4 of the magazine to kill them. Longhorn, it's alright. Yeah, the Paladin is just laughably bad. It is a laughably bad gun. I would not recommend ever using it. It's terrible. Actually, both of the shotguns in this game are bad. The other one's a pump-action shotgun that is extremely slow. Like, painfully slow. And it doesn't really do enough damage per shot to justify how slow it is. It's just bad.
Airdrop ready. Grab it if you need it.
I still haven't used my ultimate. I had a reason to use my ultimate. I'll do that at some point. Yeah, the reason I don't like this map is because it's so, like, just disconnected and everything's a one-way path. Most of the maps aren't like this. They're very, like, they're more open. They generally have, like, lanes you can switch between. It's not
The shield breaker is forming at the rookery.
I came all the way up here. It's like a search of tier
The
4
forest
armor.
mother yearns to be unleashed.
Bust walls down with your melee, which, ooh, there we go. That was worth it. The Kraken's the pump shotgun. It's terrible. It is just absolute garbage. I've never had a reason to use it. So
Riding out.
yeah, let's just go to the shield breaker, which is halfway across the map. Cool. Yeah, these people are all probably either achievement hunters or more likely they're playing for the first time just to test to see how it is before the game goes down. And I don't blame them. I mean, I wanted to do the same thing, and then somebody goes, "Oh, why don't you 100% the game?" I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. But like, I don't see how this game could ever have
Shield breaker's
succeeded
ready.
in a world where
It's
like
go time, group.
you have
Shield
deadlock that
breaker's in enemy
exists,
hands.
you have
Move to intercept.
1,000,000,001 extraction shooters out there. You've got, you know, 4 of which were in development at the same time as this game. You've got, you know, Fair Games, Concord, Marathon, Arc Raiders was in development at the same time as this game. So I mean, it was kind of doomed to, you know, some of those are doomed to failure just by numbers alone. What am I doing here? Oh, I just got stuck. Quality game.
The shield breaker's close to our base. Move in.
So we can teleport to base,
Jumping
try
back
to
to
fight
base.
off the person with the shield breaker. It makes you do a goatsy in midair, and you use your goatsy powers to warp. Yeah, the revolver is not, it's supposed to be a marksman weapon, but it is not good at what it does. You can see I just got my ass shit kicked in by a saber rifle, which is like the worst kind of game. Corsair is also very bad. It's a 3-round burst submachine gun that does not do damage. It is just extremely bad all the way around. There's no like reason to ever use the Corsair. I might buy a couple wall reinforcements just for shits and giggles, and a helmet, and maybe a saddle too. Why not?
Back for battle.
See, this game is just a pastiche of battery. It's Fortnite mixed in with Overwatch, mixed in with Rainbow Six Siege. It is not a good game by any stretch of the imagination. One man down.
Enemy
Okay,
soul
cool.
purged.
We'll fight this guy.
No longer linger.
Yeah, I personally just, I don't know. I feel like I played way too much of this game already. But I'll do this round, maybe one more. If I can get into a 5v5 just to show off what that looks like. 3v3, by the way, was the default game mode. Like, this was the default game mode up until they introduced 5v5 in an attempt to try to salvage a player base, which they never did. And we have somebody in the base, but I don't know where they are, and I'm just kind of running around in circles, you know. Why not? Let's just reinforce some walls, you know. I got nothing better to do.
Reinforcing this wall.
Enemy is planting a bomb.
Oh, there
Better
are
stop.
Okay. I'll dump my ultimate there
Use
and just
that
show you
bomb.
what it
It's
does.
counting down, team.
So that spawns this big turret thing you can see right there, which will fire at anything nearby, and does a bunch of damage, and is unkillable, as far as I'm aware. It will just sit there for a couple of minutes and fire at anything that is nearby.
Re-enter in the
I'm
fray.
pretty sure it's unkillable. Did they kill it? It might be killable if, like, multiple people are shooting at it, but generally, I'm not going to yet.
Defuse it. Take root and defend.
So, it's using the bomb,
Bomb
nice and
defused.
simple.
Great work.
Reinforcing this wall.
Reinforce those walls just so they can't get back in easily. You can't repair walls unless they're completely destroyed. Like this I can repair because it's completely destroyed, but the one next to it I can't.
Repairing a wall.
Their siege tower's down. Let's clear them out.
So, actually successfully raiding this game is very difficult because of the limited respawns, but also because of the fact that
An enemy is
like you
planting
have
a
to
bomb.
go
Stop
all the way
them.
through the base,
Firing. I'm under fire.
Nice defense, team.
and
Now let's
then
bring the fight to them.
get there and actually, you know, plant the bomb and wait there for 30 or 40 seconds, which is not easy when the other team has infantry spawns. It
Mounting
can
up.
just run
Let's
right in
move.
there
Right,
and kill
team.
you.
Next shield breaker won't form for a few. Use this time wisely.
So the other thing I don't like about this map is the fact that the like buildings that have all the loot in them are
Loot's been
super far
upgraded.
apart,
Get it if you need it.
which is not really great when you're like I was on the other side of the map trying to get items without having to worry about the other team coming in and just destroying you while you're. That's a Vanguard. I will take that. Actually, I will take that Vanguard. Vanguard is the not M4. It is the best rifle in the game.
Incoming airdrop.
There's legendary Vanguard. Perfect. So the legendaries have like an extra modifier. This has a drum magazine, which gives it more bullets. There's also impact rounds, like this has, which are just like 5% more damage or something stupid like that. It doesn't really make a difference. The Paladin with a drum magazine, which I would never take because that gun sucks. Here, let me pick it up. I'm gonna pick this up and just show you how bad it is. So it fires like this. It's not particularly fast, and it has a really big spread. Even at point blank, it's not a good gun. It does like 10 damage a hit, and you have 225 HP. So this barrel has an ultimate charger in it, which is this purple orb that won't show up, but it lets me do this, and I can charge my ultimate by like 10%.
Airdrop
15%.
ready. Grab it if you need it. Shield breakers forming at the rookery. Ready up.
So yeah, this game. Alright, so here's the shield breaker. That's like the flag you pick up to bring to the enemy base to start the raid. Most of the time, I rarely see shield breakers actually make it to the base. Like planting the shield breaker is actually kind of uncommon. Most of the time, people win through overtime. Oh, here's the supply drops. That's the other thing that can drop, which is the red sniper rifle. It's basically just a regular sniper rifle. It does slightly more damage. And if you get that, well, obviously you're screwed out of the achievement for doing the LMG thing, which is why you know, people will go for that. One thing I haven't mentioned that you can't hear
What have you found
is
for
that
me, Miss Brown?
so in this game, because I have the sound turned way down, but in this game, footsteps are loud as
Go get it.
like you can hear footsteps from like across the map.
Down.
We're using the Dynasty, which is kind of a garbage weapon. It's the Vanguard, but slower. So, in that case, that's two people shooting at me that they killed me, but, yeah.
Back for
If I
battle.
had sound on it, I probably would have heard that, but I just didn't
Ready
care
to go.
enough. So. There were also, I can't know if you can see it, there's a little helmet hanging off the side of my gun. You can see it sort of when I aim on the left there. That is a charm, and they were charging for those too. That's another microtransaction thing. They're in the battle passes. You can barely see them, and I don't know why anyone would give enough of a, you know... What the hell? Oh, I put that in the window by accident on the Twitch chat. I don't know why anyone would want those, but they're there. The one I have there is for winning 20 games, which is... I've done that. It was not a good time. So where are they? I'm not even paying attention to the game right now. I'm barely paying attention because I'm just talking so much. Alright, so they're gonna raid us one last time. Probably lose again because that's just... Damn Twitch out of my way.
Opening fire.
I got Twitch chat in the corner and it screws up my... Anytime I click on it, it clicks me out of the window that I want to be in. Whatever. So, yeah, in general, this game just, it had no real original ideas of its own. It's not particularly good. Oh, and you can switch scopes by hitting shift. That's a thing that exists. It's rare that you ever actually need to do that, because, again, sniping in this game is a lost cause. It just doesn't work. When you have, you know, there's so many sight blockers, when you look at this duck behind a sight blocker for a couple seconds and recover, it just becomes a kind of a blitz. So she's taking a bit of damage there.
Enemy soul purged. Reload on the window.
Reload quick. There's somebody shooting in here. But yeah, footsteps are insanely loud. So are mounts. Mounts are so loud that you can feel them like across. There's somebody up there shooting at the floor.
Struck down a hostile. Tree mother, I hear
So he
you.
got through. See, he only had to get through one wall really to get
Strengthening a
through to
wall.
that to the thing he could bomb, because he could just walk right down here. It's right here. So I know he needs to blow that one up too. But I mean, given that you have this,
I played
that's
in
not
battle. I call thee.
that was not what I wanted to do. Given that you have a rocket launcher and you can just plant it at the point of the walls, and I think the purple grade rocket launchers will blow up like a good number of walls before they run out of ammo. Which I could do to my own base, but I feel like I could do a raid on somebody else's base for once. That'd be nice. Yeah, there's a lot of achievements I have no idea how I got legitimately. Like, there's one for winning games under 5 minutes, which is like, yeah, it's possible if it's a real one-sided stomp, but I mean, who really wants to sit through, what was it, five one-sided stomps like that? Nobody wants to sit through 5 one-sided stomps like that. It's not fun for
The
anybody.
siege tower is done. Good work.
They've got somebody somewhere. Do I know where? Do I care where? No, I don't. This game is just rotten. It is a rotten game. Like, half the time you're just running around waiting for somebody to start shooting so you can shoot back at them. Oh, and then you have the most pointless thing in the game, which is... Okay, so you have a melee weapon. It's an axe, right? You can hold F, and you can throw the axe. Now, there is no reason to ever do this. It doesn't do damage. Like, it does damage, but no more than a standard melee hit would. And if you throw it, obviously, you have to then
Stop them.
wait for it to
Enemy
come
bomb
back
planted. We must stop it
before
or
you
we're
can
done.
use it again. I don't know why that exists. I legitimately have no idea, like, what they were thinking there. I think that might be part of, like, originally I think this game was supposed to have, like, survival elements, and have melee weapons and stuff that people would use, and it was supposed to be, like, almost like,
Soul purged.
a chivalry kind of game. But, yeah, so the thing about the,
Great bloody work. Bomb defused.
not
Nice defense,
guy
team.
from Avatar:
Now
The Last
let's bring the
Airbender
fight to
there,
them.
is that he can his ogre form has a ton of HP. I think it has like thousands of hit points
Next
on it.
shield breaker won't fall
It
for a
is
few.
extremely difficult to kill. Like, I have seen multiple people shooting at it and not kill it.
Heads up, team. Things getting up.
I don't really need anything. I can just sit here. I can just basically go right to the shield. I'm just gonna make those walls or something. Since I got nothing better to do. Like, I don't really need more gear. I have a Vanguard, so that's generally good enough. I want to go over to actually, where's the shield breaker?
Incoming airdrop.
The airdrop, which is... Where's the airdrop? Let me see if I can find the airdrop. The airdrop's way over here. Alright, so let's go check the airdrop. I don't need it. I don't want it. But let's go check it anyway. So I guess you can see that on video in case somebody someday decides, you know what, we're going to make like an open source recreation of this terrible game. Which I would laugh really hard if someone did that. I would just be like, wow, that's dedication.
What have you brought?
Good, no, not really. Full armor. So the reason that this character is overpowered is her little imp things will find items for you, and occasionally, if you're lucky, they will drop you higher tier armor than you could normally get, which is, like, obviously it's a huge advantage if you have it early.
Airdrop landed, team. Check your maps.
Given how many of these things are near trades.
Shield breaker forming. Last one.
Good.
Whoever plants wins.
Dynasty with impact rounds. I'll pick that just to show it off, I guess. The Dynasty is the not AK-47. It is, oh, the airdrop is coming right there. I think you can shoot the... Thought you could shoot the parachute to make it fall down, but I guess not. So you can hit that with your axe to open it up.
Opened an airdrop.
And did we get the LMG? No, we just got... Oh, no, we did. There it is. There's the big rig. So the big rig is a light machine gun. Looks like this. Has 60 rounds, 60 in the clip, 60 spare. And it generally is... I mean, like... In most cases, you're not going to hold on to it long enough for it to matter. I'm going to go run over to the shield breaker again, because I spent so much time getting that thing. So the big rig is... Well, of course, obviously now I can't use it because, well, I could, but there's only one condition where I could use that, which is that neither team has the shield breaker. No, one team has the shield breaker, but time completely runs out, and therefore it starts a base right on the closest base, which does that without doing damage. That's the only way we can do that. If I didn't already have it, which I do. So.
Drop the shield breaker. Pick it up, team.
So hopefully what'll happen is they'll
We're done if they
raid
plant
us,
that
or they'll
shield
go into
breaker.
like double
Take them
OT
out.
or whatever, and I really don't like this map. I just really don't like this map. It's too disconnected, it's too discombobulated. Like, it's also too big. Like, you've seen how empty this map is. Even on 5v5, this map is pretty empty, because most people are going to be together. They're not going to be, like, you know, roaming the map like I am. They're just going to be together. And I think they're going to try to force OT, which... If they do that, then so be it.
Forest Mother is at full strength. Yeah. Yeah.
Just shotgunning a seltzer there.
Don't let the enemy plant on our base, or they'll win.
So that guy's mounted up.
Only a few seconds before overtime.
Oh, that's Scarlet. She's invisible. That's her cue, is she goes invisible. She's not good at it.
The enemy dropped the shield breaker.
I'll take you, get you back up. Yeah, we'll score that.
Enemy soul purged. They no longer linger.
So we're not in OT yet. We will be soon.
Mounting
And,
up. Let's move.
see how it goes. I haven't died yet, which is amazing. Because I actually got pretty close to getting the LMG thing by myself. I got to the point where I destroyed 2 walls and then I got killed, like in the middle of destroying the 3rd one, and I was a little pissed at
Take
that.
this home. Plant the shield breaker.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that someday, you know, somebody look at this and be like, wow, this is how terrible this game was, and I'll be like, yeah. Oh, and we just won because we played the shield breaker.
One hell
So
of a fight.
that's a win.
Land secured. Great work, team.
Yeah, it was almost a 30-minute match for, you know, wasn't really terribly exciting, and I had barely any damage because I wasn't really paying attention. But I'll do another one. As you can see, I'm now account level 99, which is F12 that quick. So I'll try for a 5v5. So I'll wait for a 5v5 and see if I get it. Levels in this game are really, really fast to get because they obviously want people to be able to fill this out as quickly as possible. I could get rid of the blue tree and pick something else, but the other trees are kind of... This is like the resource collection tree, which I believe crashes the game if you have this perk here. I believe this crashes the game. I'm not sure about that, but every person I've heard that's ever taken it has reported that their game will start crashing, like, on launch, and the only way to stop it is to remove your skill tree. I know that the orange tree is safe. That's all about, like, getting more stuff for doing damage and stuff like that, better mount stuff. This tree is the one that I like just because it gives you the extra thing on your trinkets, and it gives you the extra vaults, and it gives you, you know, all this other stuff. So this is generally like the best skill tree. I don't think there's really anyone better than this. So I'll wait. Maybe I'll actually switch mounts to the bear too, because I have the bear thing from the end of the free battle pass. So I'll just use that. Why not? You know, might as well. Usually you have challenges for doing different things. I could play Atticus. Atticus is just John Highguard. He's not good. He's his ability is throwing lightning rods that sap people that get near them, and they're effective if you're doing like a base defense and you're throwing them into one room. Oh, I found a match. Cool. Alright, so I'll do this one, and I'll probably call it quits after this because I've had enough of this game. I figure an hour should be enough footage for anybody trying to, like, figure out what this game was like. Oh, good, and we don't have the none of players bug. That's excellent. So this one I will pick. I can pick Econ Sharana. Econ's a little bit weird. Actually, Econ's a little weird. I might pick Mara. Mara's generally pretty good. She is probably the second best character in the game, after Una, because she has an ability that gives you more health, and also has an ability where if you plant it in the enemy base, people can spawn at your tentacle pit thing. This is the same map. This is the same. No, this isn't the same map, I don't think, right? This is a different one. So 5v5 generally is it's nice because you don't have to worry about, you know, you're not as big as a part of the team as you are in 3v3, obviously. We've got Not Terry there. We've got, you know, Condor, who is... She's also got a pretty decent ability. Hers is that she can see people through walls, but also Econ, the, like, not Black Panther guy, has that.
I only have 3 rules for work.
His is slightly better because he can do it, and it does damage. He fires like a wolf thing that travels through walls and can
10 seconds and we're heading out.
damage people, and then also reveals them when they get hit.
Reinforcing a wall.
The only difference is that you can shoot his thing down if you know it's coming for you, and you can't shoot Condor's thing down. You just have to stop moving or she sees you. Which maybe we'll see in this game, I don't know. If the enemy team has Condor, I don't know if they do or not. How does that go? Oh, he probably already wrote. Oh, it's already hero face, right? So I've already blown my wall reinforcements. Let's just take this thing and run out. So, Yeah, Mara's thing is you hit Q, and she throws a little purple ball. You can notice I have that little pink segment on my armor now. That gives you, I think, an extra 25 armor. It obviously doesn't stay. It's temporary armor, but it, yeah, this is a different. This is a map that's not as bad. You see, there's different little buildings on the mini map. Those have gear in them, so we're gonna go for it. This one's a lot more focused. It's a lot more, like, you see, it's very open. You can get pretty much anywhere from anywhere, apart from, where there's, like, giant cliffs or whatever. And it's generally just a lot less of a pain than the map is. Viper, take that. That's pretty good luck. That's okay, I guess. I don't really destroy a lot of reinforced walls, because typically you don't need to do that. Let's see what we got here. I got my purple armor, which is good. Switch back. I'll take the block pick. I've never actually used block pick successfully, because you have to be in the enemy base to use it, I think. What it does is it traps. You hit a door with it, and it traps the door, so the enemy gets slowed if they go through it. Saddle, why not? Okay.
Enemy.
Oh, there's something in here. Okay, cool. Busted that wall.
Eyes up, enemies.
The mining thing, I just don't understand why it's even in the game. Like, why they thought that was a good idea, but from what I understand, it was originally supposed to be like a survival game, like I said earlier. It was supposed to be a survival game. And they had, like,
Spot a baddie.
survival things where you had to do all this different stuff, and then they took that out when they realized that it made no sense in a multiplayer game. Which, I don't know if that was just going to be like another Ark Survival Evolved, or what that was going to be. Which, honestly, if it was Ark, that would be cool. That's the wolf guy right there. Should I click on my chat window? I hate that. I hate that chat window. It's really annoying. Can I just minimize that, or like put that over there? I would put that like way up here in the corner so I can't, so it doesn't get in the way. It already was in the corner. I'll put it up in this corner so I don't get in the way.
Drop the shield breaker.
Yeah, rejoining the living.
So I have a perk where every 2 minutes my armor doesn't break on death, which is kind of nice for saving your good armor, which is what I did there. If only I'd been able to actually shoot that guy or move, because my mouse was busy stuck in the...
The shield
now my chat's
breaker's in
looking at
enemy
that, but I don't
hands.
really care.
Move to
I can still
intercept.
see it, enough of it for it to work. Wouldn't be a problem if I had a second monitor, but I don't.
Got an enemy. Scanning for
Mounting up. I'm reloading.
Eyes up. Don't move.
Taking damage. Reloading.
Oh, gotcha.
My light.
Sure, it's gonna revive him, but that was pretty funny.
Looking for movement.
Spawns are locking soon. Only a few seconds before overtime.
5v5 is a little bit... I don't like it as much as 3v3. I just think that the problem with it is that you obviously have grouped big blobs of people to deal with now, and you're less likely to get that sort of 1v1 situation where you can sort of just kill people without it having to be this big MOBA-style team fight. Which, I mean, there's games where that makes sense, but I just don't like that. I like... If I'm playing an FPS, I don't like the concept of team
We're
fights.
in
I think
extra
it's really
time.
dumb.
Spawns locked.
Like, I think that's a Dota thing. It should remain a Dota thing.
We have enemies nearby.
There.
Get ready.
Throw some armor for these guys. So they'll purple have for armor, which is good.
Got an
That's
enemy.
really easy.
Firing on our
I'm
foe.
getting blasted potion. I'm getting blasted.
Reloading.
Shit, he revealed me because he hit me with his thing there.
Enemy!
I don't know how he didn't die considering he was standing right out in the open, but why does the chat window keep doing that? I don't... Because every time I aim, it thinks I'm going for the... Every time it aims, the chat window thinks I'm trying to touch it, and I'm not trying to touch it. It's just going, oh, here you clearly want to touch the chat window because you're right-clicking. That means chat window. I don't usually use a chat plugin or anything like that.
The enemy dropped the
Okay.
shield breaker.
down.
Move in. This is our shot.
We have
Extinguished.
got him. He's out. And you'll notice that she has a different, Mara has a different sacrifice animation than everybody else does. That's because her Q charges off of sacrificing people.
Solana here.
That's that kiss.
One enemy left. Got this.
Blasted.
Take this soul armor.
Let's go.
Mounting up.
So now we have one. So I'll actually get to raid. That's good. So we'll run up here and I hate that chat window. I really should just close it. No one's even here anyway. I'm mostly just recording this for posterity, just to show that, like, I had played the game. So I showed somebody my 100% Chivos earlier, and they're like, "Did you not just hack those?" And I'm like, "No, no, my friend, I am insane." So whatever. Like I said, it's all about preserving games at this point. Even if it's not really worth preserving, I think it. You know, some days maybe I wanted to see, like, what was this high-profile failure of a game like? And I'm sure there's other people who streamed this before, like at launch when people didn't know it sucked. And, so here, where's that? Because I just saw them. Let me save them.
Wait, I will not. Took one down.
So we have to get in that base and plant a bomb. The only problem is with 5 people, that's a little difficult. Got him and somebody else, nice. So I can go put my tentacle pit somewhere now that I've got that. So these black walls, I can't hit those with melee, so I have to, usually you destroy walls with melee, obviously. So I can just use the lockpick. I don't know why mainly, but whatever. You can just bust the door with the lockpick, which is kind of nice.
Eyes up, enemies on me.
Yeah, successful raids are very uncommon. Even if the other team is not good, they are, like, ridiculously uncommon because it's just, like, the limited respawns versus team that has infinite respawns and respawns, I believe, slightly faster than you do, is, you know, and plus I have to run all the way back because they're, you know, they have that advantage where they're in their base and they can just run through the base to get there.
I'm under fire.
Bomb planted. Defend it.
Yeah, not great. So that's a lot of far there.
We all trip some. Reloading. Time to get up.
Kill me, which is not ideal for them.
Bomb fuses
So we've got a bomb
halfway
planted on A. This might actually work out. And I'll put a tentacle pit out in here somewhere. Just in case. So people can revive at that tentacle pit now and they'll be in the pit.
One down. Blades cold.
I barely saw them.
We will meet
Generator
again.
destroyed.
So originally when this game launched, you could, if you blew up a generator, you could then blow up a second generator as long as you had the lives left to keep going. They fixed that and made it so that it teleports the attackers back to base, which makes raids feel kind of dumb. Like, I feel like if you can get 2 and you can just win the game, they should have just let you win the game. Because generally, it's not like it's going to be... I rarely see games that start like that don't end with the team that was already stomping even harder. I'll take the Dynasty. I don't like the Dynasty, but I'll take it. Whenever it's an upgrade, I'll take it. I'm going to run back over here and try to get some gear. Hopefully I'll find some purples at this point.
Airdrop inbound.
If I'm a shotgun, but I really don't want that. I do not want the shotgun. Also, oh, there's an old charger. That's nice. Purple Dynasty. Not great, but I'll take it. So you can get kind of weapon screwed in this game. Like, you can just get bad weapon rolls, and that's not good. Saddle. Like, there's a chance I just won't find my tier 4 armor, even though I have the perk for it. I might not find it. Let's see what this guy's got. Oh, he's got a Vanguard. I'll take that over the Dynasty. I will also take a couple of these and a couple of these. Just so we have those full of it. Oh, shit.
Check your maps.
Extinguished. Getting hit.
2 of them? Okay. Damn.
My light.
That's crazy.
Looking for movement.
Yeah, you can see the Kraken's so weak.
No more.
That guy was just sitting there blasting at me with it.
I see the shield breaker
He barely
forming
killed
at
me.
signal point.
Like it's not good.
Rejoining the living.
Broke open the airdrop point.
Yeah, typically, if you have the Vanguard and the Viper, you are set for weapons. Like you don't need anything else. All the other weapons are not
No
nearly
movement,
as good.
but stay ready.
Amulet if you need it.
I spot a baddie.
Which ones have I not seen?
Beasts, run
I think
up
that's
this
all of
way.
them.
Enemy eliminated.
So usually you're supposed to aim down sights, but I don't.
Saw's been crushed.
ADSing for me has always been a thing I don't really like. I can take a rocket launcher, sure, why not? Tactical cool, I don't take that. That makes me able to throw out more soul armor, which
Take
I
this
will
soul
do.
armor.
Soul armor, I forget how long it lasts, but that's a
Shield breaker
while.
spotted. Go get it.
I'll go follow my team out.
I'm riding out.
Planting us up for
That guy's using a thumper charge on that wall, which is not ideal. You want to melee walls generally, because they are...
towers ready to go.
We have
Looking
enemies
for it,
marked
huh?
some movement.
Clearing the way, beasts.
Opening fire. Barriers coming through. Taking fire. Reloading. I'm reloading.
I think the way it works is a 50% chance that it spawns at all. Like, not per chest, but it spawns at all.
Beasts unleashed.
Yeah, the reason the Vanguard's so good is because it's got a really big magazine, it fires really fast, it's generally pretty accurate, and it's just...
Baddies from above.
Oh, this thing here, though, the weird fog is Condor's ultimate. That,
Enemy taken down.
gives you these... It turns her into an eagle and makes her shoot these giant mist balls that
Ready to be summoned. Scanning for
are
enemies.
effectively just really big smoke grenades.
Mark some movement.
I don't know what the point of that is, honestly. I've never really understood the point of smoke grenades in a game that doesn't have, like, thermal goggles or whatever, so you can see people through the smoke. But... I think that's just me.
Spawns are locking soon. A few seconds before overtime. Taking damage.
Oh, so, not Chadwick Boseman there. He, instead of having a mount, he just turns into a wolf, which is... I mean, it's there. I believe they also have microtransactions for his wolf form, which is just kind of funny. Like, yeah, you can have microtransactions for one character that you may not even be able to play.
Back from the shadows.
Final time, team. No more spawns.
Reloading.
I'm just spamming bullets, I don't really care
Sword
anymore.
severed.
Drop the shield breaker. Pick it up, team.
Alright, they've got one guy down, we've got one guy down, so... But it's funny, because the two guys, the guy on our team that's dead, that not Chadwick Boseman, look very similar. Like, they look like, it looks like the same portrait from two different angles.
Take them out.
But,
Listen up. The enemy has dropped the
The-
shield breaker. Intercept.
that guy is, his ability is that he screams really loud, and he can scream so loud he breaks walls. It's very stupid. He also has, like, a better melee attack that he can, like, lunge with.
You've got this.
See if I can revive you. Shit. Alright, well,
Taking fire.
where are they? Ah, where were they? I didn't even see him. Yeah, I got sniped. Cool. I think he was in his base shooting out of it. Oh, that was cool. Couldn't see him.
Rejoining the living.
This is your warning. It's the only one you'll get. Heads up. They're coming in. Ready weapons. Armor. Let's make them regret it.
Picking up nothing. Getting the squad.
Enemy inside. Take him out. We've got another dome breach. Seal it.
Oh, so that thing's a dome splitter. It's a tool you can pick up and use. They provide extra respawns if you are, and you can see how overpowered the Vanguard is there, by the way. They provide extra respawns, so essentially you can respawn at the dome splitter, and it also gives you an extra, like, allowance of 3 respawns, which is, you know, good for if you're trying to actually get a raid off. So the difference is these walls, these black walls, you can destroy those with one thumper charge. The red ones, they take 2. And I believe they'll take an entire rocket launcher worth of ammo to break one of them. They're very overpowered. I have a feeling that... Oh, that's where... I hate that it doesn't really tell you where they are. They were on top of the tower. I couldn't see them. I couldn't see anything with the stupid smoke grenades. Okay, so that guy just used his ultimate. He just screams real loud. It does like 40 damage to anything that's nearby. Well, they have a plant on our thing. That's not good. They have a plant on our anchor crystal, which is it takes twice as long, but if they get that, they win the game automatically. This map, generally people do that because it's very... The room with the crystal is very clustered, like you can see here. I'll start diffusing this. Getting shot. Not fast enough to stop me. Not fast enough.
An enemy is planting a bomb. Stop them.
So now they're going to probably plant on A or B, which is fine, so they're not getting the crystal on us.
Defuse it.
Okay, where are they now? A, B. Fine, armor, so I have them.
We have enemies nearby. Get ready.
Now in A.
Rejoining the
They
living.
couldn't get the crystal. So this map typically what people will do is they will cluster in that room there, and they will just kill anybody that comes in. It's very hard to diffuse once they've... That's an Atticus thing. So the sappy things you hear, these things are Atticus's lightning rods. They
The siege tower's down. Let's clear them.
exist.
Let the darkness
I think they
take
can't they can't kill you, but they can take your armor down pretty quick if you were standing near like 3 of them. They don't get their raid off, which is always good.
Good defense team. Let's keep it going.
So now they lose base health for failing to raid us, which is always a good thing. Not taking that paladin because the paladin sucks.
Mounting up.
Okay, got time before the next shield
Oh,
break.
so these
Team,
people
get
have
ready.
our Scarlet has Provider, which is a thing where if you mine resources, people nearby get
Heads
a
up,
chunk
team.
of whatever you
Loot's
mine.
getting upgraded.
Not enough to really do anything with, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Highguard, and you can see it's pretty evident why it's shutting down. I mean, it's not.
Heads up. Got an airdrop coming in.
I don't know if this would ever have taken off, even if it had the, even if it had successfully shadow dropped and, they just came out of nowhere. I still think it would have. I think people would have caught on to it too quickly. So they caught on to it not being good. Yeah, so the Kraken's thing, if it gets legendary, is double shot, which just essentially makes it a double barrel shotgun. Still not good. Still not good. Because even the double blast will not kill anybody in one hit. I mean, like, even if both shots hit, it won't kill anybody. I think you need multiple blasts to do that. These paladins. I don't want a paladin. No. Paladins are bad. Paladins are bad. I'd rather have a blue viper than a paladin.
Yeah.
Like even a legendary paladin, which is kind of sad. Yeah, the game also has this issue. I don't know if it's the RNG, but it seems very, very weird that, like,
My darkspawn
usually if you
energy
find a
Shield
weapon
breaker when
in
it
a
forms.
crate, that's
Plant
all you
it,
will find
it's
in any
done.
other crate. So, like, I can do any crate, and the only thing that will pop up is more paladins, or in this case, a ranger. I just take that just to have it, I guess, over the viper. That's a longhorn.
Airdrop, gang.
Longhorn.
We've got bad. Spotted some movement. Mark.
taking fire.
They're in the same spot. Jeez, that guy's got the shotgun, and I almost killed him before, yeah. I probably almost killed that guy before he killed me. And that was with 2 people shooting at me.
Getting nothing from the skies. Stay vigilant.
The only reason they even got that up is I can't hear them, but...
Back from the shadows.
So now we need to get the shield breaker and do the same thing all over again. Which I feel like you could just remove this phase entirely and just have, like, just the ability to raid base normally without having to break the shield and just, like, have larger teams where people have to actually sit back and defend the base to stop somebody from just sneaking in and backcapping, which would be, I mean, that would just be TF2, but it would also be better than this.
Eyes up, enemy here.
What's in this thing here?
Let's take this home.
Oh, it's a long one. I
Plant
don't
the
want
shield
that.
breaker.
It's just a crumb. Right, I don't want that either.
Enemy.
Semi-sniper is a semi-auto sniper as opposed to being bolt action, which is, I mean, it's better than the bolt action sniper for sure. Do that.
Reloading. Taking fire. Soul armor here. Protect yourself. My darkspawn energy surges. Firing on our fire.
So it was killed that guy. I mean, you can see how non-viable long-range combat is. That dude just ducked right into that smoke grenade, and I can't see him anymore. He can just sit there and rejuvenate for a while. I don't even know overtime yet.
The locking soon. Only a few
Oh, I got him.
seconds before
Just
overtime.
spamming the gun at him.
Soul severed. Let the souls of the fallen fortify you.
Oh, so that guy, big robot-looking dude, that's his thing. He has a shield. It's, I mean, it's Bridget Overwatch, or whatever the other guy was, the big dude with the actual shield that wasn't a laser.
Listen up, group. No more spawns. We're in extra time.
Not sure why we
Taking fire.
more
Reloading.
time there. That's not great. We're down a guy, but okay. Let's see here.
The blades call. Mounting up, riding out.
I'm going to just scan the horizon for dudes.
Drop the shield breaker. Pick it up, team. Getting
Got
close.
him.
Just 2 enemies left.
That's Atticus' ult,
Firing
which
on
is
our foes.
it's Ferris from Overwatch. It's essentially the same thing. He just flies and throws his lightning rods. It is bad for obvious reasons because he moves very slowly and because he is very vulnerable to just being shot out of the air like I just
My
did,
darkspawn energy
which
surges.
is always cool. That guy just took some serious damage there, but he's going to recover all that in about 2 seconds. Yep.
One
Got him.
enemy left. Got this.
Oh yeah.
Pick up the
So-
shield breaker.
If I didn't already have the legendary weapon kills, I would have gotten a bunch here. This is nice.
You have the shield
Yeah,
breaker.
that guy's just going to
Just
sit in the
plant it
shield,
and
which he
follow
can't
them.
really do anything. We've got 2 people. He's got 1. No matter what he does, he's probably screwed.
Yeah. Taking fire.
And we win again. Cool. Is he actually watching this? Let me see. One viewer. Wow, I actually have a viewer. That's interesting. Who is it? Oh, it's me. It's me watching my own stream. But yeah, again, very typical of what Highguard looks like. Hey, check it out. Reached the maximum account level. Nice. Well, I'm just going to take a screenshot of that. So yeah, rip Highguard. That's pretty much the game right there. Oh, my friend's streaming Grounded. That's cool. I'm gonna go watch that. I'll put this up on YouTube, and yeah, that way it'll be there. I'll just say here's an hour of Highguard gameplay in case you want it. I'll just cancel this match and I'll start this out from here. Thanks.